I like this one. When are you coming back? I'm missing your radio.
Don't worry. I won't take time, okay?
You sure?
Yes, I won't take time.
Miss your radio. Please come back on time. Buy something for me. Oh.
Of course, I'll get you lots of videos.
Should be expecting it in 3 to 4 days time. So this princess happens to actually be in love with this, worker that actually worked with her, the stewards that worked with her. And for the fact that the steward just seemed to not be really interested in her, she doesn't find it funny, and that resulted to her actually, tackling this lady that, this steward seemed to actually be given the attention that he ought to actually give her to the steward. At the same time, the steward seems to be actually be nice and take care of the king that he actually works with. At the same time, alongside this lady that seems to actually be, diligent and good. And you see, the king just seems to actually love them both, and he always look forward to both of them actually coming to give him the medications that he ought to take every now and then. And he just seems to actually, not really be interested in this princess, and she just, loves him, and she wants to get him by force. But the end is actually the prince that seems to be having a problem between this polygamous family, because the sister is in love with one sister, and the other sister just seems to be the one that the mom actually wants to take over the position, and be the one to actually marry the prince. And the prince actually bought her a phone to be discussing most of the time. So secretly, and the both of them are actually talking, and she actually told her brother about the whole thing. And before everything actually happened, you know, you all remember how both of them actually met each other and everything else. And at the other hand is actually these two sisters again trying as much to actually, like both of them live together, but she has another boyfriend, and she sneaks most of the time to go see this her boyfriend. And the mom doesn't want her to actually be spending time with these guys that seem to not be offering that most of the things that she wants, because she wants everything to come from the prince. And the prince is just playing along, trying as much offend the stepmom, so that he could actually still be having access. And this stepward that is living with the king just seems to just have this princess again that is just pesting herself on him, and he doesn't really want her for himself. So on this fateful day, this lady actually sneaked out and actually came back early, and the mom actually heard who was there, and she came checking on who is there. And most of the time, she's so far she's actually trying as much to play the role of the good girl. She tries as much to actually sneak out and come out and come back on time and put the blame on the sister. So polygamous family is actually the funniest thing to actually experience, because everybody want the best for themselves, and that's actually what this woman is actually doing, because she sees her daughters what they and they want her to actually benefit most of the things that you know the prince has to offer, and they're actually pressuring the prince on the other end to actually bring in a lady to so that they could actually become the king. And the lady is actually saying come from a polygamous family, and the stepmom is actually projecting her own daughter to actually be the one to be chosen. And the prince is actually playing along, but at the same time put the phone for the one that I truly love to be communicating. While this one is actually sneaking out to actually make sure that you actually see the boyfriend she actually knew before she met the prince, and she doesn't even truly love the prince. So the prince is actually playing along, but the pressure is on him to actually bring someone that is actually worthy. So and I don't really know who the steward is actually going to take among all of them, because the prince just seems to actually love him, same as his fellow colleagues that happen to actually be stewards and all. They actually love him, and want him because he seems to be educated, but it's just when the steward thing, and you know but I just envisage some spin to this where they just let us know that this guy actually happens to actually be son of the man, because at the end of the day, the guy's mom actually come around something, the guy's mom might actually come around something and the king will actually recognize his mom. Or maybe the good deeds that he has actually been doing actually be the one that is going to, make him want to see this guy's mom. And before you know it, he recognizes the mom, and that will be the new genesis of a new story, you know. And what will be the fate of this, current prince that seems to actually playing along with the true princess and all, and he might end up truly marrying the girl, and he might end up becoming the king. But that's for us to actually find out though. But always go for what you want among everyone that is regardless of how polygamous they may be, of instead of going through the corners and dating both them both just to actually keep things on low. Same way is enough, but at the same time might actually boomerang where the one you actually try as much to used to dodge is actually getting pregnant for you. And right now you are in a stuck situation where you have to actually take care of both of them both and all that. So it's always nice to go for what you want, and the first is mature enough for whatever she wants to do, and you can actually show that you have every responsibilities that is coming from my end, that she actually needs. Someone like that from home background comes with a lot of problems and responsibilities that demanding, because at the same time she's not in school. She all she knows is just the business that they're actually doing to survive. So the onus is on you to actually shoulder it all and all that. So I shout out to the people that give advice on relationships and all that. See it all, I heard it all, and and yes, I'm actually doing great. So great work from you guys. So thank you. So have a nice time, and just let me actually say you guys actually stay away from anything that just seems to actually be promising the percentage that is so unreal. You know, at the same time, if someone actually promises you 50% uh, ROI, you actually know that a question where they are going to actually get 70% that are going to give you 50%, because there's nobody that will make 50% and give you 50% back. It's not possible, right? Good. So it's only someone that actually makes up to 70% can give you 40% or 30%, right? So, and you have to know what they are going to actually use the money to do that can actually make them give you such money. So be so sure of things before actually venture into it, and so